Last Sunday, when Ankita went to work on her job as a receptionist at Vanantara Resort in Rishikesh, she had no idea that this would be her last day. Ankita Bhandari was only 19 years old and her life was brutally cut short when Pulkit Arya, the owner of this resort and the son of a BJP leader, allegedly pushed her off into the Chilla Canal into the flowing waters of Ganga in Rishikesh on Sunday night and left her there to die, even as she kept screaming for help. Ankita's body was fished out of the canal yesterday and sent to AIIMS in Rishikesh for a post-mortem, which has thrown some startling facts that you would be really shocked to know. A lot of you DM me to take this story up on this channel, and it took my team and me more than 24 hours to research each and every aspect of this case, including speaking with some key people and sources connected to this case back in Uttarakhand. And now we can tell you that this is by far the most comprehensive video report on the Ankita Bhandari case. So please watch it right up till the end and leave your comments below. Now, in the post-mortem report, the cause of her death has been mentioned as asphyxia due to drowning. But it also adds another dimension to it. It says there were injuries on her body before death, suggestive of blunt force trauma. This begs the question, was Ankita hit with something heavy before being pushed into the water, and if Pulkit and his two managers are speaking the whole truth to the police? Ankita's family sure doesn't feel that, and which is why they have not yet cremated her. They might go in for a second autopsy according to the sources that some of the media reports have quoted, because they don't believe in Rishikesh police, who they think was dragging its feet in arresting the accused initially because her boss Pulkit is an influential guy. For more sensitive details of this case and its findings, you can of course connect with us on Instagram. It's @Reviewron on Insta and on Facebook as well, which is the only platform where I can do a one-on-one chat with all of you. Now, Ankita had joined the Vanantara Resort less than a month ago on 28th August as per her devastated father, a simple old man from Shrikot in Pauri Garhwal of Uttarakhand, and is now running from pillar to post between police, politicians and courts to get justice for his teenage daughter, who had come to work at this resort to support her family. Ankita's mother works with an Anganwadi, and they are from a very modest background. Simple everyday people who certainly did not deserve this horrific nightmare thrust upon them by Pulkit Arya, the resort manager Saurabh Bhaskar and assistant manager Ankit Gupta, the three men who were last seen with Ankita that day. And these three men have confessed to their crime to the police after they were arrested. They have been sent to 14-day judicial custody on Friday because there is a lot of evidence against them. But now, whatever turn this case takes, these poor parents are never getting their young daughter back and are relegated to a life of fighting for justice for her, pausing their simple lives and thrusting it into the long, unending corridors of courts, lawyers and police. Imagine their trauma, their grief and the practical situation of having to fight it all out at this age. It's not easy, emotionally, mentally, physically and financially. But what does it matter to those who allegedly killed their daughter? They were so confident of getting away, especially Pulkit, who never thought that he would ever get caught, and perhaps that's the reason they went ahead and kept lying to everyone who asked about Ankita's whereabouts. This included their own staff. Now listen to this.
8-8:30 बजे के करीब मुझे उनकी कॉल आती है, अंकित जी की कॉल आती है 8:30 बजे कि हम 4 लोगों को खाना लगा के रखना। मैंने कहा ठीक है, मैं 4 लोगों को खाना लगा के रखा तो आप आ जाओ। 8:30 बजे के बाद वो 11:45 बजे मेरे पास पहुंचते हैं। 11:45 बजे बोलते मुझे खाना लगा दो, तो ठीक है, मैंने उनका खाना लगा दिया था। मैडम का खाना, अंकित जी आए थे, अंकित जी ने कहा मैं मैडम का खाना दे के आता हूँ। मैंने उसको बोला, मैंने कहा तुम क्यों देते हो खाना, वो दे देगा, सर्विस वाला है हमारे पास, तुम क्यों जा रहे हो? तो उसने कहा कोई बात नहीं, हमारा खाना लगा देगा। ये बात बोल के वो चले गए, वो मैडम का खाना ले गया, वो उसका ले गया। तो फिर अब इसी बात को सारे वो करके लोग सो गए सब। सुबह उठ के पता चलता है 8:30 बजे की मैडम अपने रूम में नहीं। तभी मैं रूम में जाता हूँ उसके, तो रूम में देखता हूँ तो उसका खाना वहीं पे पड़ा है, उसके बैग और पैसे वगैरह जो भी पर्सनल चीज़ें हैं, डॉक्यूमेंट वगैरह सब वहीं पे पड़ा है।
An audio clip of a call recording reportedly from Ankita to her resort staff, most probably this Manav guy, has also gone viral. She can be heard crying on the phone and asking him to bring her bag upstairs. They lied to Ankita's friend when he called them to check on her after she had raised an alarm on WhatsApp stating that Pulkit was trying to force her into prostitution by telling her to provide some special services to his guests for 10,000 rupees. Yes, a day before she died, Ankita had actually sent WhatsApps to a friend telling him that she was being forced into doing something wrong by Pulkit and the other accused. They are trying to turn me into a prostitute, read one of her WhatsApp messages to a friend. She said she's poor but won't sell out for 10,000 rupees. She gave it all out in no uncertain terms. Screenshots of these text messages from Ankita are now doing the rounds, where she is describing how she was being forced into providing these special services to resort clients for 10,000 rupees. In fact, cops have said these initial investigations indicate that the messages are indeed from Ankita, but a more rigorous forensic investigation is also being conducted. She also told her friend that she was inappropriately touched by a man in the resort, but she was asked not to do anything about it as he was drunk. Earlier, a Facebook friend of Ankita reportedly said that she was killed because she had refused to give in to Pulkit's dirty demands. The same night that she called this friend, her phone went unreachable after 8:30 p.m. When after repeated attempts, this friend could not connect to her, he called Pulkit, who said she had actually gone to her room to sleep. The next day when he called Pulkit again, his phone was switched off. The friend then rang up Ankit, the resort's manager, who said she was in the gym. He then spoke to the resort chef, who told him that he had not seen her at all that day. Well, how would he? By this morning, Ankita was already dead. And here's what exactly happened on the night of Sunday, 18 September. During interrogation with the staff of this resort, it was found that on Sunday, 18 September, around 8 p.m., Ankita had left the resort with Pulkit Arya and managers Ankit Gupta and Saurabh Bhaskar. After this, all three of them returned to the resort at around 10:30 p.m. But Ankita was not with them. When the police interrogated the three in custody, they narrated the chilling details of the incident that ended Ankita's life. They confessed to the police that they used to ask Ankita to have illicit relationship with the customers coming to the resort, and Ankita was going around telling about this to everyone. They said she was actually threatening to expose the ugly reality of this shady resort. So on Sunday evening, all four of them left in two different vehicles towards Chilla Road. They said they had fast food and even consumed alcohol there. Then all of them went ahead and stopped near the canal. That's when another round of argument broke out between Pulkit and Ankita, and in the heat of the moment, Ankita threw his phone into the canal. This angered Pulkit so much that he pushed Ankita into the canal. Now there are conflicting reports here, because some reports claim all three of them had a massive argument with Ankita and together they pushed her into the canal. And remember, the postmortem report says that there was an injury on her body indicating blunt force trauma. After being thrown into the running waters of Ganga, Ankita started drowning, but still she somehow managed to rise above the water twice and scream for help with a lot of struggle. But these three men, they had panicked and they fled the scene, leaving her there to die. Once back at the resort, they simply just told everyone that Ankita was simply just sleeping in her room. The police have arrested all the three now, and they were beaten up by the public while being taken into the custody. In fact, the public even tore off their clothes and abused them, but a defiant Pulkit shot back at the crowd and hurled abuses back at them. Now the BJP has thrown out Pulkit and his whole family from all the party posts, and the resort has also been partially demolished as it was allegedly built illegally by encroaching upon the land fraudulently. Pulkit's father is an ex-minister. His name is Vinod Arya, who has a chemist shop as well in Uttarakhand, and that was also demolished, and the family was actually rushed by the police to a safe location after the angered public tried to burn down their resort. Pulkit's father in fact said that his son is a simple child and that he is totally focused on his business. Listen to him.
एक घटना हुई पूरी, इस तरह से घटना हुई, तो कहना चाहेंगे उसको लेके, क्या आप लोगों को एहसास था कुछ इस बात का?
नहीं, पुलकित आर्य मेरा बेटा था, लेकिन काफी दिनों से मुझसे अलग रह रहा था और हम जिम्मेदार लोग हैं और हमने ये तय किया कि जब तक जांच पूरी न हो और हमारे पद का दुरुपयोग न हो, इस कारण से मैंने कल जो है वो अपनी भारतीय जनता पार्टी के सभी पदों से त्यागपत्र दे दिया है और अब हमारे से कोई भी जांच है उसमें हम पूरा सहयोग करेंगे। हम चाहते हैं कि दूध का दूध और पानी का पानी रहे और अंकिता को भी इंसाफ मिले और पुलकित आर्य को भी इंसाफ मिले।
क्या लगता है कि आपको कुछ एहसास था इस तरह की कि इस तरह की हरकतें वो करता है?
नहीं 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 ऐसी कोई हरकत कभी कहीं अपराध में कोई उसका नाम नहीं आया और अभी भी कोई ऐसी बात नहीं है, लेकिन जो भी जांच में उसमें आएगा हम उसमें सहयोग करेंगे पूरा।
पहले भी ये बीएमएस में एडमिशन को लेकर भी एक मामला
अपनी जगह किसी दूसरे को एग्जाम
नहीं 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 ऐसी नहीं 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 ऐसी बात नहीं है, वो भी इसी तरह का मामला है, ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है।
कीड़ा जड़ी को लेकर भी वो
नहीं नहीं भाई साहब देखो ये तो कुछ भी कहेंगे, लेकिन ऐसा कोई बात है नहीं, मेरी जानकारी में ऐसी कोई बात नहीं आई। वो सीधा साधा बालक है, अपनी काम से काम ध्यान रखता है, बिजनेस में अपना काम है उसका।
पार्टी ने आज आपको और आप अंकित दोनों को निष्कासित कर दिया, आयोग से भी हटा दिया है।
नहीं नहीं मेरी जानकारी में नहीं, मैंने तुमने तो कल ही अपना त्याग पत्र दे दिया था।
अंकित को हटाया गया है।
अंकित ने भी कल अपना त्याग पत्र दे दिया था और मैंने भी कल अपना त्याग पत्र दे दिया था, इसी बात के लिए कि भाई कहीं जांच प्रभावित न हो।
वहाँ जो आपके जो रिसोर्ट बना हुआ था क्या लीगल है वो?
बिल्कुल लीगल है।
कहा जा रहा है कि फैक्ट्री के नाम पे उसको
नहीं 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 नहीं
के नाम पे
ऐसा नहीं है। धन्यवाद।
But did you know that this is not the first time that Pulkit is in the eye of the storm? According to some reports, he cheated in his Bachelor for Ayurvedic Sciences exam by putting someone else in his place. And there are reports of another girl who was working at his resort who had also gone missing from there some time back. At the time, he told everyone that she had fled with money and some clothes. Well, we are not sure if police will open any investigation into that case as well. We hope they do. But Uttarakhand Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami has ordered the formation of a special investigation team to probe Ankita's murder case. A source told the media that Pulkit got into controversies even during the pandemic lockdown. He reached the restricted area in Uttarkashi along with a controversial leader of Uttar Pradesh. His name is Amar Mani Tripathi. I'm sure a lot of you must have heard about him. Amar Mani is accused of killing a woman and has been sent to jail for 14 years over murder charges. We also checked out a few booking sites for Vanantra Resort. The Make My Trip listing of this resort shows it as all sold out in these dates as of now, but Pulkit is mentioned there as the host with a profile photo as well. You can check it out yourself. It reads, your host Pulkit is extremely cordial and forthcoming. Apart from hosting, his hobbies include traveling, listening to music and reading. It further reads, in order to fulfill his dream of starting a personal business, Pulkit decided to venture into the hospitality space. Now Pulkit enjoys being a full-time host and loves ensuring a memorable stay experience for his guests. It ends with a note that reads, though Pulkit is not physically present at the property, he is always just a phone call away for his guests. On TripAdvisor, it says, contact accommodation for availability. So clearly, Pulkit's hotel business for now is totally screwed up. His father has lost his chemist shop and his job at the BJP as well, who in fact was a very well-known name in the party. But all of this discomfort for these powerful people will last for how long? For how long will they suffer even when it is proven beyond reasonable doubt that they killed this 19-year-old child who was just starting her life? How long will they even serve the jail time, and how soon, if at all, the justice will be served? Let us know all your thoughts on this extremely disturbing story coming out of Rishikesh, the land of the Ganges. You can of course chat with me on Instagram, it's @Reviewron, the same on Facebook as well, the only platform where I can do a one-on-one chat with you. I'm available on Twitter as @Ronak Kotecha. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell icon, share this video if you find it worth it. But as always, even if you don't do any of these things, just please take care of yourself and those around you. Jai Hind.